Good evening, everybody. My name is Jesse Colson and welcome to the channel. Got something we wanted to show you. We bought a Tipi style hot tent, something we're going to be using hopefully this fall during hunting season. We got a little wood stove that goes inside of it, and actually just got the tent today, so we brought it out, set it up in the yard. We've got to add a couple more things to it yet. We got to get some more rope to make more guide lines, and then off of the chimney we're gonna set up a little deal that we're gonna hook guide lines off of also. But just wanted to give you guys a quick little look at it and kind of do a little first thoughts, and then once we have an opportunity to actually use it some, we'll do some more. Hopefully we'll get to do quite a few videos with it. But so this is what we got. You got your chimney pipe right there. Trenton's hanging out in there. We've got the stove going. But we still need some more guidelines to come out. This one is Mecto, M-C-E-T-O. Ordered it off of eBay.
Daddy, can you show them to me?
Bailey wants to say hi.
Hi.
Anyway, I ordered it off of eBay. Took a little bit to get it, but showed up today. Actually, looking at the tent itself, the seams and everything on the inside are actually seam taped, and I didn't think it was supposed to be seam taped, so pretty excited about that. One of these days we're gonna get some tent sealer, waterproof sealer, and we'll spray the whole thing down with it pretty much. So the stovepipe is 8 foot tall. One of the things we're going to add is up on the top there's some rings that go all the way down the pipe, titanium pipe, so it rolls up, obviously all comes together, and then you put rings on it all the way up, and that holds its shape. So up on the very top right there ish, we're gonna make a ring that'll go over that we can put some guide lines. We're gonna do 4 guide lines off the pipe just to help stabilize it a little bit more. But you've got 2 doors in on each side. So the stove we got for it is the Wild West, or 3W. Pretty small, pretty compact. I think it's 14 long, like 8 or 9 by 8. So it's not huge, but it's really lightweight. And the whole purpose behind it was for when we're backpacking in, we'll be able to throw it in our pack, take it all with us. I think the whole setup's gonna be somewhere in the ballpark of like maybe 8 pounds or somewhere in there. So the stoves, I got this off of eBay. Somebody on there was selling it. Got lucky, was able to find it. I'd been looking at them, hadn't been able to find one that was readily available. So I was able to pick this one up for actually a pretty good price. Super stoked that I was able to get it. I think it's gonna do really good keeping it warm. You got it barely anything in there really, and it's quite pleasant in here. Of course it's like 50 something degrees outside probably, but
I bet it'd do pretty good in the cold.
yeah, it should. So there's enough room in here. This tent's not huge, but the whole thought behind it, it's small enough that Trenton and I can camp in it. Eventually we're gonna invest in something bigger, obviously. That way the girls and Maya could all go with us, but for right now, it's just Trenton and me that'll be going out and doing multi-day hunting trips in it. So we wanted to get something that was big enough we could both fit, but small enough that
it's easily packable.
Yeah, it's easily packable. Not very heavy. Obviously, I don't want to be packing 50 pounds worth of tent and stove, so I haven't weighed the whole setup, figuring I just got it today, but it's I think it's going to be really cool. I'm pretty excited to try it out. Sounds like Tasha's coming. Unzip the tent so she can slide in with us. Okay, now Tasha's in with us. But for as small as the stove is, it's titanium, and then it's got the ceramic stove glass, and the door is stainless. For as small as it is, it's actually putting off some really awesome heat. So there's Tashi.
This is like the heat that it puts off with our big stoves.
Yeah, big stove in the ice hut. We're actually gonna, one of these days, we're gonna try this stove in the ice hut, probably this fall when it starts to get cold, just out of curiosity to see how it'll heat. Obviously, it's going to take, like, somebody's gonna have to get up every hour at the most to put wood in this thing. So I would really be surprised if it even actually lasted like an hour. I've already put wood in it once since I started it. So the pieces of wood that we're using, pretty small right now. I've got some bigger chunks, more that size. And we have some bigger chunks over there that we're gonna maybe trying to decide if we want to stay out here in it tonight or what we're gonna do. But for right now, we just kind of wanted to mess around with it and spend a little bit of time in here. Maya's doing some greenhouse stuff real quick, so she's not in here with us, but pretty happy with it so far. I even have one of the vents open, so it's letting some of the heat out, but should be able to hang up something right there if we need to hang something up to dry it while we're hunting.
Or like a lantern or something.
Yeah. So, pretty excited though. It's gonna be kind of fun. Hopefully we get some good use out of it. But all my little kiddos. But anyway, all right, let go for a second so I can love you too. So my little handle on there is pretty good, doesn't get too hot. Throw 2 chunks of wood in there. Go ahead, let it go close. Pretty nice little handle actually. For the whole time it's been there, it's not even hot. But you got a spark arrestor screen right there, and then you have a damper. So just a biscuit style arrestor and damper. Pretty cool. The whole thing kind of slips together. One of these days I'll...
There's a moth.
It's fine.
On a teepee.
It's fine. It's not gonna hurt anything. One of these days I'll do a video of putting this all together so you can see what that looks like. There's other videos out on YouTube about it, I'm sure, but just thought we would show what we're doing and what's coming up in the future. Hopefully we'll get this thing out on a couple little camping trips and see how she really does. I just want to give you guys a quick look at that. So I think it's going to be pretty cool. It's supposed to be a little bit windy for a little bit tonight, and it's supposed to kind of quit, so haven't decided if we're going to sleep in it yet or not. One way or the other, we're going to hang out here for a little while, enjoy it, monitor it, make sure everything is going to work okay for it. So, and then as we tinker with it and do different things, obviously we'll bring you guys along and show you what we're doing. But got the stove it going. I think it's gonna be a good starter. So pipe is actually really stable even with the wind we have currently going right this very second. Just a second. It's actually pretty stable, so quite surprised how little the pipe wiggles around even with the wind blowing. I was kind of nervous about that, but it seems like it's gonna be okay, so it'll be fun to mess around with and see how it is. See how warm it stays when it gets really cold out. Anyway, I'm gonna get Tasha back inside. It's kind of getting dark, so we're gonna go back in and hang out by the little heat of the stove.